back together, first of all. And then second of all, I have to ask, because like everybody here, I saw the first Wonder Woman, and so, what the hell are you doing up here, girl? Not that complaining, because like you can totally just come sit over here on my podium if you want, like it's no big deal. But, I see you come back and tell me what's going on. You want to start talking?
I'm actually not really here right now.
I knew I'd treat
Just
you.
an aura of emotional support for my pals. No, I can't.
Water girl.
I'm on.
Sad, yes, we're hungry.
Sure, no.
You have a parasol outside when you're walking down.
I'm big on hydration. No, I can't tell you that.
Yeah, well maybe
Patty.
Maybe Patty.
It's first of all, your first question, how is it to be back with these guys? So good.
Yeah.
You know, so good. We really did. We had the unique experience of having, like, not only did we end up loving, you know, our process together, but I love these guys as people so much. And so it was great, you know, to make the last film. We're psyched to be doing it again. What is he back here for? Well, it was, you know, it's something I'm super excited everybody to see the movie to find out. But yeah, it's a very important part of our movie.
Well, let's dive into a big question that is invited by this art up here. Why 1984?
You know, it was interesting. One of my favorite things about making the first movie in World War I, 1917, was getting to know the era. Really, when you dig into these eras, they as metaphors really symbolize things that are true always. And there was something about that time that was such the beginning of modernity and the mechanized world. Here, it's funny, you know, I grew up in the 80s. It's set in the 80s right now, but this is its entirely own 80s movie, actually with a very different look and feel and its own thing. And the reason that I wanted to set it here is because it really was mankind at its best and worst. You know, we're aware of the prices of some of our behavior nowadays, but we weren't in the 80s. We were at the top. But not just the funny, ha-ha 80s top. It was grand and wonderful, and there was great music and great work. There was a lot of elegant and beautiful and incredible things about the 80s too, at the same time as we were revealing the worst of us. So there was no better time, now that we had Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman existed, to have Wonder Woman go and visit, you know, see Wonder Woman in a period of time that's really us at our most extreme.
And at our worst, you mean that's pre the end of the Cold War, that's the peak of nuclearization, so there's so much going on globally that would obviously play into what Wonder Woman was trying to accomplish. Keep the peace.
Yeah, we thought it could go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
everything we were doing right then, we thought it could go on forever. So what an interesting time to reflect back on now.
Also go close. So I think that you have something that you want to show everybody.
You guys have been the most incredible, supporting, and amazing fans we've ever dreamed to have, right? And even though we're only 3.5 weeks into production,
Which is crazy.
Yes.
You shouldn't be showing anything.
we only have 20 more weeks to go, but Patty and I and Chris really felt that we gotta give something back to you guys.
What we're going to show you is something that only this room gets. And you know, people always say this, but I'm really saying it for real. I hope that we can keep it, you know, in this room because it's just a rough cut. We're very proud of it.
Safe room.
Yeah, but
Our secret is safe with you.
we wanted to show a rough cut of what we're working on, just to give you a tease of the world we're going into, and we're super excited to share it.
Question?
Hello, my name is Nisha. Sorry. So hi everyone, and it's beyond a pleasure to see all of you. I've been reading the Wonder Woman comics since the 60s, and knowing how culturally and emotional relevant she has been to me and my life, I was wondering how the social influences affect your story arcs, and for the actors, how you portray your characters.
How old are you that you started to read the comic books back in the 60s? You don't look your age.
You know, brown people, we don't. Black don't cry, brown stays down.
amazing things about the Wonder Woman legacy. There is so much to it, and the character has been exist for over 75 years now. But eventually, it has so much to do with Patty, with the director, and her vision, and our Bible, which is the script. So basically, for me, when I just originally started to portray this character, I went and I did this entire research about the Wonder Woman character, and there is so much material, but at the end of the day, you gotta narrow it down and choose and pick which one you think is the best for yourself in the story. So that's how I do that.
The extent of my research is that Lyle Wagner is one of my dad's best friends. We barbecued when I was a kid, and no, so yeah, for me it was really I was tasked with falling in love with Diana Prince, with Wonder Woman, and that's not a hard task given the wonderful gal. And that really is it. I mean, that's the humanity of my character comes out in the falling in love, like many of us hopefully do with another human on planet Earth, and the greatest parts of ourselves usually come out when that love is exposed and touched within ourselves. And that's on the micro, and I know on the macro, Patty can speak to it or not, but I know that when I sat down with her in the beginning, I tend to respond to when I talk to Ava, it was similarly kind of a resonant experience when filmmakers talk about what they want to give and put out into the world, especially with something as big an audience as this. What are they looking to achieve on I don't know, dare I say, a cosmic level? And Patty had some very specific ideas about the goodness, essentially, she wanted to put in the world, and it made me excited to be part of it.
And I'll make my answer quick. I love that question. It was a very important issue to me when I came on board on these films. I also am a Wonder Woman fan from forever. And so the thing that I love the most about Wonder Woman, which has been true throughout history and remains true, is that I feel, and I'm sure that other heroes have this too, that she is us more than most superheroes. People find themselves in Wonder Woman and identify and find the Wonder Woman within them of all genders, races, sizes, and disabilities. And so staying very true to what that original Marston Wonder Woman was, that was so loving and good and kind and warm yet powerful without a question, and open-minded and giving, that she made all of us find, and struggling with her own challenges, that she made each of us believe in the Wonder Woman within us. That's what I care about.
That was sensational. Wonder Woman has a question.
Hi everyone, my name is Sherry.
Hi Sherry, love Brad.
Paul H., how amazing was the Wonder Woman movie? So based on that reaction, how can you build on and recapture the moments for the next movie?
Well, this is the way we all look at it. It's not a sequel. It's its own story. It's a different chapter. It's a whole new movie. And for all of us, when we approach, and every day that we come to set, and we come and we give our best, and the bar is very, very high, but our aspirations are even higher. So we just give it everything that we have, and really hoping that what we bring, you guys would love.
And I have an answer to that. I never want to do more of anything for the wrong reason, right? And so I was very thoughtful about that when I thought about doing a second one. And the thing that mattered to me the most was I don't even want to go to that place in my head of like, how do you keep it going and cash in or blah, blah, blah. I wanted to make great movies in my lifetime. And suddenly I found myself saying, wait a minute, I have these characters that I love and this world that I love, and we can make a whole new movie about something completely completely new, pure, and as strong and as unique in its own right as the first one, of course I would want to do that. And so to me, it's an interesting experience to all be together again, making it. But it's not more of anything, even though of course it's evocative of all of those same things that happened last time.
Right, and canonically with comic books, you often reboot a world, reboot a story, start the origin story again. I mean, that has such a strong, long history in comic books that in canon, we can get into the story in a different way, meet these characters again, which I think is so much more interesting than trying to like one up, an old story, because then he'd be dead, and we really don't want that. Thank you, Wonder Woman. Next question.
Hi, my name is Natalie. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, and I'm an aspiring filmmaker, so I make films back at home. I'm here actually. I also did a summer program for film. And I was wondering, my question goes for Patty. I was wondering who influences you as a director?
Oh my God, so many people, I almost don't even know where to begin, but woof. Yeah, I mean, what's interesting here is there are so many great filmmakers of every different kind. So I'll talk about these movies. Definitely when I came in, and everybody has heard me talk about this potentially before, Richard Donner and his impact on the superhero genre, basically inventing it, is the paramount one. And Steven Spielberg's impact on making tentpoles that transcended being tentpoles and were beautiful and great movies in every way. But then so many other, there have been so many other great filmmakers over the years, from Penelope Spheris and, there's a million people who I love.
Cool. Thank you for that great question. One more. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Allison. I just want to start by saying that I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And my question to ask for you, Wonder Woman is such a strong female character. Can you talk a little bit about what it's like to play a strong character that's such a positive role model for young women?
Thank you. But for me, it's kind of the obvious. I grew up having a strong, opinionated mother who was also very warm and loving and, Polish mother, Jewish mother. And then, all of my girlfriends, they're all very strong and independent and smart and soft and funny. And, I believe that's the way we are, women. And I was just very grateful and privileged to have the opportunity to portray the extreme version of that. But I bring only what I believe in, and that's exactly what I believe in.
Awesome. Guys, Wonder Woman 1984 hits theaters on November 1st, 2019. Please